Hello, and welcome to the very first ever Patrick Show podcast, featuring the host, Patrick, and his special guest, Josh.
Alright. Good morning, good evening, guys. What's up? Welcome to the very first ever episode and season of the Patrick Show. Here, I'm just going to give you a brief description of what you should be expecting on the podcast. It's going to be about my perspective and my special guest podcast, just talking about sports, either football or basketball, from all three levels of the game, from high school, college, as well as professionals. So I'm super excited to get started with this. A little bit about myself. I'm actually starting this podcast to work on my speaking and performance. I hope to become a sports broadcaster in the near future. So hopefully with this podcast, I can become more comfortable and better at speaking. So anyways, that's enough about me. Now to my special guest, Josh, a.k.a. Big Yoke. What's up? The floor is yours. Just tell people a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Josh. I go to Liberty University up in Lynchburg, Virginia, about, I think, like 2.5 hours away from here. Mm-hmm. I came up yesterday, but my major is secondary history education.
I didn't even know that.
That's like teaching degree. And then I'll coach something, football, wrestling maybe. And then I have a minor in aviation.
Yeah.
So that's like a private license, so I can just like fly around for fun and stuff. But yeah, I'm a freshman. It's going good. I got some good friends, so yeah. I'm good.
All right, sounds good. Super excited for you. I already know guys got a lot in store for you. I'm happy for that. And now I mentioned that, I want to start like a little tradition here on the podcast. Hopefully, whenever I start these podcasts, I want to start off in a short little prayer. Just to spread the gospel, spread the good news. So if you just bow your heads and we'll pray real quick. Father God, I just want to thank you for everything you've provided for us. Allow this podcast and everything you do for each and every one of us to glorify your name, Lord. Allow words and actions to just thank you and just thank you. Thank you for everything you give us. Just allow everything we do, as I said, to glorify your name. So, Lord's name we pray. Amen. All right. So, also, I keep talking about traditions, but I mean, it's the first podcast, right? So, hopefully, what I want to start doing is doing like a little short hot take, right? So, this hot take is, so you already know, we both play football for about, 13 years consecutively. We've been playing the game of football
like
together.
Or something like that.
Yeah, it's been wild. So, we've been near the game forever. So, my question is, so throughout the beginning of the season, during the hot summer, right? We're always playing, grinding, getting better prior to the season, and then towards the end of the season, where it's playoffs and stuff like that, it's super cold, right? I like now. For some reason, it's like hot, right?
Yeah, it's just not
but usually when we played, it was freezing cold.
Mm-hmm.
So my hot take for you is, if you had to choose either or of the extreme ends of heat or cold for the entire season, which one are you choosing?
Oh, it's heat without a doubt.
Heat without a doubt? Why is that? Why do you choose that?
Cold is just terrible. It
Yeah.
hurts when you get hit. It hurts to bend down. My fingers hurt. Heat just, like, I feel like I can... Well, it depends on what you play. Like,
Yeah.
If you play O-line, then heat's not that bad because
Yeah.
you don't even move that much. But,
Dang, all you gotta do this.
No. But like...
We love you, O-lineman.
Yeah. I mean, at tight end, I was half an O-lineman. So
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
I feel the pain there.
Yeah.
But like if you're a DB, you're sweating more because you're running all the time.
Yeah.
And so heat would probably affect you worse. But I'm taking heat.
I like that. I was about to say, if you chose cold, we would have issues real quick.
No.
I'm choosing heat as well. I mean, how can you, like you were just saying, dealing the hit or either taking the hit? And that cold is a different ball game.
Yeah.
And and when you're in that heat, I mean, you don't even really have to be stretching. I mean, the worst thing about the heat is being hydrated and you don't cramp up. That's literally about the only thing I have negative about that. But all right, you did good on the hot take. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
We didn't have any disagreements. But on to now is high school sports, right? So it was yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. We played. If you can't tell by his jacket, we both played for Oak Grove football. So they're seeded number 3 out of the 64 teams in state 3A single A playoffs, which is phenomenal. Went 10-0 this year. And if you told me that prior to the season, I may would laugh. I don't know. I had no shot. I didn't see that coming whatsoever. But tell me a little bit about the game. Yesterday, they defeated West Mecklenburg, correct?
Yeah,
17-12. Yeah. Give us a little perspective on that.
It was a hard game to watch.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible, but like Oak had the control of the entire game. We just couldn't get anything started on offense. Their defense was pretty athletic. They were moving on the field a lot. They had some big dudes on the front seven. Had some big dudes.
Yeah.
But we should have. How do I say this without it?
Nah, man, keep it real.
We should have in my opinion, my offensive mind, we should have spread the ball out a little bit more. I feel like we're keeping it inside too much, and the only passes we're throwing are the screen passes. Yeah,
Oak Grove, we love some screen passes.
The Rafa special right there.
The Rafa special.
The screens to live and the screens out wide. I think we should have had something across the middle or something. They were a really athletic team, but they were just poorly coached. I think if they had our coaching, then they would contend for a state title. Almost.
Wow.
They had some big people. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I was saying I was unable to attend that game, but I was looking at my Max Preps and it said 17-0 third quarter. I was like, oh yeah, they got that in the bag, right? It said 12-17. I was like, oh my goodness. I said, so we can't be no 3 seed and go out there and lose first round. That's. Yeah.
We tried to fall apart at the end for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. I'll definitely check out the huddle and figure out watch the game. But transition to Leffert. Leffert was a 16 seed or
I think something like that.
They had a home game.
Yeah.
And they had a dominant win 41-0, right?
They beat Freedom?
Freedom? I'm not sure who they played, but
Freedom,
that was crazy. I mean, 41-0, that's pretty dominant win right there. I'm sure we wish we had that opponent.
Yeah.
Good gracious.
Leffert's got a good path to the playoffs.
Yeah?
To the
think
title.
so?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely look into that. And then we had Central Davidson. They had their home game, and they lost 41-38.
Yeah.
I want to check those Max Preps, but honestly, I didn't have them going first round. You didn't have them either. I only had Oak Grove and Leffert, and that leads us to the last team in the Davidson County teams was North Davidson. Please give me your take on why in the world they made the playoffs. Please.
I don't know. I don't understand how a 3-7 team makes the playoffs.
Thank you. Exactly. Right. It didn't make sense.
No hate to North Davidson.
No, that's complete hate right there. That's complete hate. No. There's no reason why they should have ever touched the 3A state playoffs.
They beat terrible teams.
Yeah.
The only teams they beat had 1 win.
Yeah.
And they lost to 9 people. They beat Ashboro. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Montgomery Central is god awful.
Right.
And they beat somebody else. I don't even know who they beat.
Yeah, I'm just not understanding that process. And when I look back at it, I was like, okay, they're 31 seed. And then I went back and looked at 32 seed. 32 seed was 1-9. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what's the purpose of these state playoffs if we're gonna have not even 500 teams? West Mecklenburg, they were 5-5. They were 500. I'm like, it just doesn't add up. Why in the world do we have these 1-8 teams playing the number 1 seed? It's just, I just didn't understand that. But my hot take is, if North went to Oak Grove, because they were 1 seed off, right? They were 1 seed off from playing against each other. If North came to Oak Grove Stadium last night, that would have been an upset.
Yeah, no, it would have.
That would be an upset. I mean, I'm not sure if you've been seeing on Twitter, but the rivalry, they're spraying cans of the bells, and that was crazy.
Gosh,
that was crazy. And I already know North's got quite a bit of stuff, and jeez, man,
I don't see if North would have came to Oak Grove last night, they would have beat us if we played like that. North kicked it up apparently somehow.
Yeah.
I think part of the reason they lost so much at the beginning is because they didn't have their coach for the first 4 or 5
right.
games.
I give him that.
he did recruit somebody.
I was saying
And
we gotta talk a little bit about that.
The person that he recruited is also on the team right now. What?
Yeah,
I don't.
Big Yoke's my inside feed when it comes to that inside stuff.
That's just open knowledge.
That's open knowledge. Yeah,
that's open knowledge.
Yeah.
The guy that came from like North Rowan, Peter Simpson, maybe is that his name?
He's
the second team All-State receiver last year.
Jeez.
Somehow Brian Flynn worked his magic for him to come on down to welcome North Carolina. But, but he got in trouble for it. So
So
I don't know.
Yeah, gotcha. So that's a little bit about high school. Now we're gonna transition to collegiate level.
Yeah.
Your squad, like you were saying, Liberty. They're currently 7-1 right now, and you said they're playing against Arkansas. Today, right?
Yeah, they're on their fourth quarterback for the year.
Fourth quarterback. Good night.
The first game we got a transfer from Houston, Charlie Brewer. He was a good quarterback. He went to Baylor. And then he went to Houston, I think, and now he's at Liberty. He broke his hand in the first quarter of the first game. He released the ball and it hit a helmet and broke his hand, had to get surgery. Then we went to our second quarterback, Caden Salter. He's a transfer from Tennessee. He got in some legal trouble and got kicked out. Now he's at Liberty. He hurt his shoulder, I think. I don't know if he had surgery or not. And then we had our third quarterback, Jonathan Bennett. He's a senior, or I think he's a fifth-year senior. He has the flu this week, so he's out. So now we're down to the last scholarship quarterback, and that's Nate Hampton from Moxville, North Carolina.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, from Davie High School. Yeah,
that might need to ask you upon the pass one time.
No.
They might have to call it. They might have to make some business calls for you, man.
No.
And then the college polls right now is they got Georgia as number 1. They have who's 2?
Ohio State's 2.
Ohio State's 2. Tennessee's 3. Michigan's 4, and then 5 is Clemson, and then 6 is Alabama.
6.
So that's 6 seed. What is there if you were in their shoes? What changes would you have in that poll?
I think Michigan, they shouldn't be there.
Ooh, okay.
That'll get handed when Ohio State beats them by 4 scores. So they'll get bumped down to like the 7th seed. I think Bama beats Clemson head on if with healthy Bryce Young. Clemson struggled against Syracuse. Clemson dominated NC State because NC State just craps their pants.
They pissed down the leg.
Clemson played a good game against Wake. DJ had a good game. They went to double overtime, I think, with Wake.
Right, yep.
Yeah, State-Wake played tonight at 8.
That's going to be another good one, too, as well.
Georgia-Tennessee play at 3:30 today.
That's the big-time game. And with me, honestly, when I was looking at the polls and you were talking about Michigan, and I totally agree with you, Michigan, but the fact is, based on looking at their schedule, they played legit competition. They played Penn State, dominant win. They played against... I can't think of the top of the head of my head of what teams they played. But I was looking at their schedule like Michigan 4, because you already know they're known to like just do terrible when it comes to playoffs. Yeah. But I was like, you're looking at their schedule and you're looking at the other competitors. You're like, their schedule was not easy compared to the other guys. But I will say this: I would move Clemson and Alabama's positions. Although Alabama hasn't won a loss against Tennessee. At Tennessee,
swap them.
I would swap. Yeah, I would put Alabama 5. And I would put Clemson at 6. Just because Clemson, they're undefeated. But like you were saying, their wins have not been dominant enough.
Mm-hmm.
They played NC State, solid team. I think they won by 10, 20-30, I believe.
Yeah.
Played Wake Forest, went into 2 overtimes.
Yeah.
I mean,
they had to come back from Syracuse. They were down by 2 scores. They had to come back in the second half.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not dissing on the NC State and Wake Forest because those are phenomenal teams. But if you're being ranked 5th in the nation, you got to have more dominant wins, in my opinion.
I think you switch Bama and Clemson, and then Michigan. I think you switch Clemson and Michigan, and I think Bama beats Michigan head on. But I think because Bama has 1 loss, Michigan has to be number 5, and then Clemson number 4. I think Clemson beats Michigan.
Oh, so you're just switching Clemson, Michigan.
Yeah, I'm keeping Bama just because they're one loss.
You're hating on them fellas. Okay, I hear that. So what's next? Next up is the NFL. NFL, right? And as you know, your squad is Seahawks, correct?
Yep,
Seahawks squad, Seahawks Nation. So prior to the season, the big trade of Russell Wilson, how was you feeling? Because you're an NC State fan as well.
Yeah, that's
so
why
Russell
I like
Wilson's
Seahawks,
your guy.
Yeah.
So how was you feeling when you saw that trade? There's no shot you had faith in your squad.
Well, I am I'm an anti-Broncos fan just because they traded Tebow away a while back, and so
Big T's
they
Tim
took
Tebow guy
away.
too as well.
I mean, for Peyton Manning, why would you do that?
Oh,
No,
man.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I thought beforehand I thought Denver won the trade because I didn't have faith in Drew Lock. He's kind of iffy and spotty when it comes to offense. I mean, when he was in Denver, the offensive coordinator didn't really give him free range of motion to really call his own plays and to lead his offense.
Yeah.
But I thought Drew Lock was going to be the starter in Seattle, but Geno Smith.
Yeah,
Smith's
that's
doing
your,
good.
that's your guy right there
They
right
tried
now.
to write him off, but he's
looking
right back. So,
Yeah, so Seahawks are number one in their conference right now,
the
5-3.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the schedule, and they should make the playoffs.
Oh,
but
yeah.
But the question is, how far you think they're going?
I think they make the wild card.
Make the wild card.
I think they win one round and lose in the divisional.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, because I think they should win the conference, but them 49ers with the addition of Christian McCaffrey now, that was a big-time move.
Yeah.
Big-time move. What's your thoughts on Christian McCaffrey and stuff like that?
I'm not a Panthers fan.
You're not a Panthers guy?
I mean, I am going to one of their games
Yeah.
in December when they play the Steelers. But when I saw the trade, it surprised me. I didn't think that teams would have faith in him. He gets hurt a lot.
Right, he gets hurt a lot, and they traded a decent amount of trades.
They traded
or picks. I mean, yeah.
A first round, second round, and somebody like a
Yeah, decent amount. And a lot of people were saying that Panthers won that trade. But I think Christian McCaffrey, I think the only reason he got hurt is very evident that he was being overused. He was on the field
they had no weapons.
as much as the quarterback was. So you can't do that as a running back.
Yeah.
The durability is not the same.
I mean, he's been playing good in
Yeah.
San Francisco. He had like a hat trick last week.
Yeah,
he had a passing, a receiving, and a rushing. I'm like, what?
That's unheard of nowadays. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he was like the third running back to ever do that.
Yeah,
so that's insane. Props to him for sure. And where do you have him listed as running backs right now?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you some thought with that. For me, I have him probably right at that top 5 section. I'm taking him definitely Derrick Henry over him. Nick Chubb's looking right for the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Saquon over him just because he's younger. Saquon looks like he's back for sure. He's been dominating the game for a decent bit this season. And hot take, I might have to take my guy from the Raiders. I can't think of his name right now. Josh Jacobs.
Really?
Josh, I might have to take him.
Okay.
That's an underrated pick. I know some people might give me some blast about that.
I mean,
but
he's good. He's
yeah,
good, so.
I'm liking Josh Jacobs and how he's looking right now. So, what about you? What now you got some time back?
I think Derrick Henry's top 3 for me.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb. Jonathan Taylor is good, but he got hurt.
I'll say he's just. I had that feeling about him when I was doing my fantasy. I saw Jonathan Taylor last season. I said I can't pick him this year. I think he's just a one miss or hit.
Yeah, so yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Derrick Henry's number 1 for me.
Yeah.
I like
okay.
him. So, yeah.
Gotcha. And then now we're gonna talk about my squad, them Cowboys, right? So Cowboys, you hate it? You hate on my? Oh my goodness!
America's team.
Oh,
it's their year.
America's nation.
Year.
I'll be first to admit I'm not like every Cowboys fan. I'm not gonna say we're Super Bowl potential every year. Now, last year with Amari Cooper and Michael Parsons, everybody, I thought we had the talent to get to the championship, but I didn't think. I said it's just the Cowboys. That's how we are. But right now, looking scary right now. 6-2 right now.
Yeah.
But the NFC East is looking like the NFC Beast right now, bro. Everybody,
Eagles?
Eagles undefeated right now. And they look like they have a chance to go undefeated the whole year.
Bears don't look terrible either.
Huh?
Bears don't look terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. They don't look terrible. They're not good.
It's the Giants. Giants is what's scaring me as well. They're 6-2 as well.
Yeah.
And we're only seated higher than them in the conference currently just because we had that win against them.
Mm-hmm.
But them Eagles going undefeated, and you look at the schedule, their only potential losses and the rest of the season is literally us and Tennessee Titans. Like, those two are the only teams that I can see has an actual shot at beating them. Yeah. And then it's just, I don't know, man. If you had to ask me how far we're going this year, I would be happy if we honestly win one playoff game. Honestly,
really?
I really don't see us going too far. It's just, I don't know. I got to see a little bit more out of Dak since he's finally came back.
I have him on my fantasy team. So.
Yeah, I have him on my fantasy. He finally picked it up this past week. But I'm glad to see he's back. His hands better.
I mean, Cooper Rush did good.
Cooper Rush did his job.
Yeah.
He did his job. And I mean, if Dak starts slacking,
Cooper Rush is in.
Put my man back in.
Yeah.
Put Rush Hour back in for sure.
Yeah, he wasn't terrible, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he just wins the game. That's all he does. He does what he's asked to do.
If Philadelphia wins Super Bowl, man, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
They got a team in the World Series, too. It's
Astros
and Phillies.
Phillies, yep.
Series at 3-2. Astros are up 1, so
yeah.
If Astros win, they win the World Series. But if Philly comes back, imagine if Philly wins World Series.
It's going crazy in that stadium city.
That's crazy.
That's gonna be scary. I'm not Eagles fan, so I'm praying y'all's downfall. But
Jalen Hurts looks good.
He does. I'll give it to him. He does look pretty good.
He's from Bama, so
yeah.
Bama quarterbacks.
Yeah, they're different. They're different.
They had,
same thing with Tua, right?
Yeah, they had Tua, Jalen Hurts, and Mac Jones all in the same QB room at one time. That's just crazy.
Yeah. Bama's just different. And and I can't believe I skipped over what I was thinking. We skipped over my big time question with high school. So back to high school with Oak Grove. How far do you got them boys going in the playoffs? That's you're thinking a little hard. Yeah.
This week.
Yes.
Call that raps.
No.
If they
come
play,
on, Josh.
If
Come
Oak Grove plays like they did last night.
No, keep 100. Come on, tell me.
If I think they can beat Crest 1-1. But if they play like they did last night, Crest is beating them by 3 scores.
Yeah.
Easy. Crest won 28-7.
Yes. That was the score. Yep, I remember seeing that. It was against Statesville. So Statesville is a legit team too as well.
They were on a down year. Apparently Crest is on a down year too.
Yeah.
I talked to Coach Holcomb last night. He says that he's confident that he can beat Crest this week.
I mean, that's what he's supposed to say that, right? That's your head coach right there. He's supposed to say that.
Here's what I think. If they play like they did against North and Letford,
right,
and Creech goes off like he did against North Davidson, they beat Crest.
Wait, what's the score? And please don't give me Oak Grove's best game. Just tell me in reality. Keep it 100. What's the score of that game right there?
38-25. Oak Grove.
Crazy, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
You got them Oak Grove fellas getting 38 against Crest.
Isaiah doesn't look terrible.
Oh, no. I'm not. Yeah, I have belief in him. It's just the guy with the ball, the QB.
No, I have. He did good this year. He's an upperclassman.
He's an upperclassman now, so he should have a little step to.
He's leading more, which I like to see.
Yeah.
And he's making smart decisions with the football. He hasn't thrown a lot of picks this year.
He has not. That has caught me by surprise, and that was the biggest thing about him as an underclassman was the turnover ratio. He's gotten better at. He still does it here and there, but
I think it's a confidence issue. I think his freshman year and last year, I think he was a little bit nervous.
Exactly. I'm 100% on board with that.
Yeah, I think with some encouragement, Rafis is coaching him up good.
Yeah.
I think Rafis is good.
Yeah.
And they got a solid quarterback coming up behind him too.
I
don't know his name. He's a transfer from Letford.
He can Big Yoke with the insider feed as always, but I don't even know who you're talking about.
He's a freshman or sophomore. He's a big dude. He's like 6 foot. Well, he's probably like 180. He can run it pretty good, but he can throw it on JV.
Yeah. I mean, it'll give him some time, right?
Rothus likes those fast quarterbacks, and this quarterback can run it.
I would say Creech has definitely surprised me with his legs.
Yeah.
This past season.
Yeah, at North he was.
It was phenomenal, right? I was surprised by that, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I got Crest.
You got Crest beat.
I definitely got Crest winning, but with the score, I don't see.
Is it close?
I don't.
No,
it's not
close.
No,
it's not even close.
I got Oak Grove. I mean, honestly, I had them going in the second round, losing to Crest already. But with the game we just saw yesterday against West Hecklenburg. Mecklenburg.
No.
It don't matter. They took an L.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I got Oak Grove. They only got 17 points on them. I don't think I can't see Oak Grove scoring 30 plus points. I got them.
Really?
I got Crest winning 30-15. 30-15.
Two scores?
Oh, easily 2 scores. I'm trying to be modest here.
Modest. Wow.
Yes.
So it's going to be like 3-4 scores, you think?
No, I think 30-15 is a respectable win.
Okay.
Respectable.
Problem is.
What you got?
If Oak Grove wins and beats Crest, they got Dudley next.
Yeah. I was just about to talk.
Listen,
they're the 6th seed.
They're not beating Dudley.
Dudley's looking.
They're on a down year.
They're on a down year, but they're still looking
boys,
scary.
So.
They are D boys.
D
boys. That's right.
I don't think Oak Grove's beating Dudley.
Yeah, man.
I don't think Oak Grove's got the athletes to compete with Dudley. So
I'm 100% on boat, but they're not getting there. They're not even getting to the boys yet. They're not there yet.
What? They're not even getting there?
They're not even gonna play against them. Nah.
We made it to the second round. Our junior year, right?
Junior year, yep. Made it second round.
Ran through by North.
Yeah.
Second time.
That's what I was telling you. I said if North had to play against Oak Grove first round, and especially with North, it was 45-28, so it wasn't like they got dominated by the 2 seed and 1 seed. Yeah. They made it a very competitive game.
Yeah.
And you're talking about us barely being the 31 seed. I'm telling you, North they were hoping to play us. Because it had it lined up originally as that until some business people.
Well, I mean, I think they put a new rule in where you can't play conference first round, even though in 4A West Forsyth and East Forsyth.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was 49-0. Oh.
They played each other last week and last night, so they're back to back, and they beat them out the same score twice.
Yeah,
West is having a down year, apparently.
Yeah.
We somehow managed to beat West.
Yeah, we did. That definitely caught me. When I saw that win, I was like, okay. So Oak Grove might be doing something this year for sure. With that win right there, definitely shook some eyes. Just caught a lot of people by surprise. But that was basically my questions. I appreciate your time as always here. We've definitely been trying to make this happen. But hey, we finally here. A little bit about the podcast. Hope everyone here enjoyed a little bit about the Patrick Show. So if you want to give the floor is yours again. If you want to tell the people anything about yourself, socials, we'll definitely add that into the
socials.
Biz.
Yeah, you could follow me on Instagram.
Yep.
Twitter. Facebook, not Facebook.
Facebook, what? Oh, yeah. We got old head right here. Big my goodness.
No, not Facebook. Yeah.
So, Instagram and Twitter, all right?
Yeah.
We'll definitely put that in the captions or wherever. But I appreciate your time as always. And another tradition. As always, tradition. It's literally first episode. I don't know how you make a tradition. But as what I want to do is as we're wrapping it up, we're just going to say peace, like a deep peace right here. We're going to have a countdown. All right, you ready?
Like hold it out or just...
Yeah, hold it out. Yeah.
Okay.
You got you ready?
Yeah.
We're going to have a countdown. You ready?
Countdown,
Yeah. All right, 3, 2, 1. Peace.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.